Hi friends, today we will discuss what is an idea, how to find perfect new startup idea and evaluation of idea. I will give a small presentation on this and I will explain each and every slides. So why idea is very important? What is an idea? Idea is the key and systematic approach for any innovation. Idea generation is described as the process of creating, developing, and communicating abstract, concrete, or visual ideas. It is the front end part of the idea management funnel, and it focuses on coming up with the possible solution to, to perceive our actual problems and opportunities. To create and bring to market innovative ideas, entrepreneurs invest substantial resources in their creation without being certain their ideas will be successful or not. How do entrepreneurs manage this process? What strategy do they use? What role does the innovativeness of their ideas play in the strategies they adopt? How do they maintain motivation when faced with setbacks? So if we see here the imagination, creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship all are interlinked for a startup. Creativity is very much required to identify a problem and finding a solution. It helps to see the world in a different way. It helps to create idea out of the box, new way to find out problem solving solution. So if to get a perfect idea, we need to identify and spot a problem properly. Proper problem identification is the key of great idea and innovation. We always think that great innovation took birth from great idea. No, but that is not the reality. Actually, the reality is the proper identification of a problem help to create a great innovation. So, what is the problem identification then? Problem identification is a part of scientific method as it serves as the first step in a systematic process to identify, to evaluate a problem and explore potential solutions. Problem identification is consist of clearly identifying the root cause of problem, developing a detailed problem statement that includes the problem's effect on society. So main key point to develop for an idea is the problem identification. So how do you spot the problems? What are the keys? So expanding your focus is one of the most valuable aspects of identify the problem. The more we do, we can spot the problems easily. If you are completely absorbed in what's right there in front of you, every now and then you need to step back and see what needs to happen strategically in the wider world. For example, if I am heading an organization and I will focus only on BD team, this will help not only this will help to know what are the problems going on other department that will I will not be aware of that. So I need to widen my focus beyond BD team. So it is to run a company, we must focus all the departments, then only the company will grow. Similarly, identify your expertise. What is your expertise? Are you already expert in some fields? Is that expertise will help us to know the detail of the problem. Identify causes, effects, and key stakeholders. To identify the problem, we need to know the detail of all stakeholders, their requirement, their need. Observe social interaction. Observe the surroundings, check your social media. This is now these days best way to know the pain points, because now almost everyone is using social media. So there is you can get the, and people are posting different problems, different solutions. So if you will go through the social media very carefully, you can know the pain points, monitor future trends, even if not present now. What will be the future trends? Improvement in existing solution, copy and improve. If there is any great business model you want to copy, many business are grow into copy and improve method, but some improvement is to identify and definitely required. Just only copy paste will not work. So there must be some improvement of the which is already exist. If it is almost the same type of product or service, but needs some improvement, quality, price, or availability, that improvement we must do. For example, many businesses are coming up by the copying the method of Uber. Get rid of middlemen. First, need to know which industry have many middlemen, like an agriculture sector, is predominant by middlemen. For this reason, now many agri-tech startups are coming to get rid of the middleman. Find your passion, because that will also give you to know the problem, root cause of the problem of different things for which you are passionate about. Spot inefficiency. What services you use are incredibly inefficient. So when we spot a problem, we need to ask the following question to get a great idea to solve that problem and to create a business on it. So first is why. Is the problem is frequent? Is it common? And is the problem worth solving? It is an incredible powerful technique. Each why takes you a bit deeper into the problems, and as you begin to identify root cause, you will be able to come up with the more effective solution. Next is why it is problem till now. Need to dig a little deeper to know if there is some big barrier to making it happen. That is also you need to find out why it is the problem till now. Is there any big barrier? How can I solve it? Then how will I fail? This will help to find the holes of your idea so that you can modify before the actual business to start. How can I build a business out of it? How can I build a business out of this idea? That is also that you have to find out. So now we need to access our idea for the solution. Is it an unique idea? There are full of players for different things. So there must be some uniqueness should be there. Some that is very much needed. Is it protectable? That you find out it is patentable. Is it possible to trademark? Is it possible to copyright? But if it is patent or trademark is not always possible. So in that case, try for unique access of data, then other database, customer engagement build up, use the unique network. That is also give you the uniqueness of your product. Is it sustainable? Is it visibility in long term? Creativity is very much required to identify a problem and finding a solution. So creativity helps to see the world in a different way. It helps to create idea out of the box, new way to find out the problem solving solution. So what are the tools and techniques for generating ideas? First is brainstorming session. What is the brainstorming session? Most useful tools for idea generation. Brainstorming is a well-known method that people all over the world use for decades already. It's the fact that no one gets loved for proposing a stupid idea. There is no right or wrong here. You just need to say the first thing that comes to your mind, and that's it. After a quick brainstorming session, you just need to filter through all suggestions and find the ones that have the biggest potential to succeed. Second is social listening. What exactly it is? Idea generation does not mean you have to come up with a great suggestion single-handedly. It's not possible. On the contrary, Sometimes it's enough to do a little bit of social listening and see what the target audience has to say about a certain topic. You can use social network like Facebook or Twitter to find precious ideas coming from end users. People prove to be a very good resources when you are trying to generate ideas. Even those who are not your employee or customers can be very resourceful. So you must always go beyond your immediate circle and invest in listening. Socializing with people in your immediate social circle and even those beyond it can be very effective. Next is think in reverse. This is very amusing. Instead of thinking about how to reach your goal, you can think about how not to achieve it. For example, you can make it a plan how to reduce the number of Instagram followers instead of increasing it. The so-called negative thinking often leads to people to unbelievable conclusions, and which in turn bring them a bunch of new ideas. Then 5 Ws, what it is: who, what, where, when, and why. And the 5 Ws, answering these 5 Ws help us to achieve a very holistic view of the topic under discussion. And it is an efficient way to come up with solutions and ideas. For example, suppose you want to create a new product or service. You can do so by asking questions like who would use the product, why would people buy it, what would it do, etc. Next is SWOT analysis. Write down your goal, then create a grid with 4 squares labeling such as strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. List as many as items as you can think of in each box. Look for the positive outcomes and weigh them against the negative ones before continuing on. Besides that, you can always organize an opinion poll to directly ask people what they want. For example, a platforms such as Survey Monkeys always you to launch a simple survey within minutes. Now in LinkedIn also you can get this survey type of work. Next is the brainstorming in reverse. What exactly it is? What is brainstorming in reverse? Knowing what not to do is just important knowing what to do. When you set up reverse brainstorming session, your aim is to think of every mistake that it would be possible to make in a given situation. In a reverse brainstorming session for marketing knowledge, for example, participants would think of mistakes such as not using social media and social media ads, not paying attention to various metrics, and so on. Bringing up problems is a useful way to know what mistakes to avoid. Then sketching. Sketching refers to a rough drawing of an idea that will give you the it's a very useful tool for generating ideas also. Last is the idea challenge. It is a common practice in different incubators, accelerators, different organizations to create idea on different theme-based problems. So, in a broad sense, if we'll divide the idea, as per me, it is one is need-based idea, another one is the seed-based idea. What is need-based idea? Need-based idea is customers are fixed in their functionality and are unable to come up with a new functionality. Customers may not even know what they need. Sometimes they come up with the tailored needs that may not be addressable, that may not be implementable, may not be solvable with the current state of affairs. So it is need-based idea are based on the problem pains, needs, wants, requirement. For example, now in this COVID time, N95 mask, this is the best example for need-based idea. Seed-based idea based on the supplier side. It is the push for innovation. Application innovation. That is finding suitable application that could actually benefits from this new supply capability. It may even require some adaptation, some recombination of the newfound supply capability involving them, to solve the problem at hand. So Scamper technique here I want to explain. It is a very easy to implement creative thinking and problem solving method that facilitates continuous improvement. The Scamper technique is created by Bob Abril and his method used to problem solving and creative thinking. It is a holistic way of applying critical thinking to modify ideas, concepts, or processes that already exist. The purpose of this Scamper is to make adjustment to some part of the existing idea or the process to reach the best solution. So if you see the, I will in the next slide, I will show you some with examples how the Scamper technique is actually working. Substitute. See, here the detergent powder substitute is liquid detergent. Combine 2-in-1 laptop with tablet. So adapt e-books, how that is for multiple books in one place. Magnify, minify, put to other use. N95 masks used to dust protection, also being used for the protection against pathogen carrying micro droplets. Eliminate, like the scanning apps replacing physical scanners. Rearrange. So evaluation of or ideas or cleaning up ideas is depends upon the following question. Always ask this question before you develop your ideas. What important customer problem can you solve? How valuable? How painful? Is it a painkiller or a vitamin? How frequent and common is that problem? How are you going to solve it? Business model, it is a product distribution, local location technology, or innovation service plan. How many customers are there that they are willing to buy from you? How many customers are there already? And what is the market size? How many will buy from you? What will be your market share? Who will be your first customer? Who will be your 100th customer? Why can only you provide the solution? How are you unique? What do you provide that nobody else can? How can you defend against other? What is the location, brand, patent, or any other IP? Great service, great taste, great fashion sense, etc. You must ask this question before you generate your idea. Must evaluate. 10 ways to evaluate new business idea. These are the 10 methods I have mentioned. Is this business idea something I really want to do? Am I passionate about this? Is this business idea something I am capable of doing? Does this business idea tap my personal strengths? Can I describe the business idea in 25 words or less? What's the closest thing to this business idea in the marketplace? Does this business idea meet a need or solve a problem? Does this business idea take advantage of new opportunity? What's the biggest drawback or limitation to this business idea? Will this business idea make money? And how fast? Am I willing to remortgage my house to fund this business idea? So you must ask these 10 ways to 10 questions to evaluate your business idea. So now it's your turn to think and develop an idea and make a great business out of that. Thank you.